Never before has it been easier for us to gain information and knowledge on any area of life or business. Then the next is often the action that we need to take. We know what action we need to take to achieve that result we want. But what often is lacking and why we don't do the things that we need to do or take that action is the accountability. So business coach Doug Winnie shares with us today what is accountability, why it works, and what you should look for when it comes to finding someone to help you hold you accountable. Doug, tell me, why did you become a business coach?
The why is an interesting question. I get it asked a lot. And the honest answer is because I was told I will make a lot of money. And so it's always interesting how that works out. And yes, it's been true, very true. And but not the reason I stay. So, I sold a business and I retired a bit. And it was like, well, could you teach business owners to do the same thing? I'm like, no, teachers don't get paid well, not respected like they should be. And then I was convinced otherwise. And so my objective was to become the number one in the world as fast as possible. I'm pretty sure that sales guy just said, just sign the check. Of course you can make it. But they didn't know me. So yeah, but I got in because of the money. I stay because of the people, the lives we change. So it's pretty interesting.
So let's talk about that. The lives we change. Business owners that you've worked with and people you get to talk to every day and thousands of lives that you've impacted. I know that you are in the top coaches in the world. So, what is it that you find is the one thing that gets the best results from working with all those businesses that you've worked with?
Yeah, as I thought about what might be the best results or the biggest challenges, I think it's something when I got into coaching, I thought, everything we teach is available. Like it's out there. It's in the internet. It's in a book. Everything is available, yet people don't necessarily read it, don't learn it, and mostly don't implement it. And so one of the things, I guess, is the consistency of action, getting it done, getting the stuff done. So when I think of the three things we do, we teach, we motivate, and we hold them accountable. The last one, the accountability, is the real thing that people need more of so they can have greater success.
So accountability, and like teach, you're right, like there's endless, books that you can read now, YouTube videos, etc., that people can find what they're looking for on the internet today. But are they taking the right action, and or are they accountable, or is someone holding them accountable to that? So the teaching I get, the action I get, we all know that we need to take action. What are the action steps that we need to achieve the result we want? Accountability. Talk to me about accountability, because what is accountability?
Well, accountability is exactly the same as if you have a fitness coach at the gym or you don't have a fitness coach at the gym. The fitness coach, well, they'll tell you what to do. They tell you the form to do it, and they tell you how many reps to do it. So they're the experts at you getting fit, and they make sure you're doing it right. It's the same thing in business coaching. We know the right things to do. We know the right order to do, and we make sure it gets done. And so if you don't have that, humans are lazy. I'm lazy. We're not going to do what we need to do. There may be 1% or much smaller that really do what they need to do, but they still don't necessarily overachieve. They don't necessarily do the hardest things. I remember learning about networking, and I'm like, I don't want to network. But with my coach, helped me make networking fun, make me understand why I do the networking, help me change people's lives because I go out and I do networking. And so without that accountability, I'm not going to do it. And I know most people aren't. And so, whether it's, you can do 3 more push-ups, or you can make 3 more phone calls, or you can ask for the sale, or you can measure your marketing results. All those things, most people just don't want to do. So yeah, accountability. No accountability, no action.
What is the right criteria for someone that you're looking for to hold you accountable?
First, I think they have to have experience. They have to have knowledge. They have to know the know-how, right? Because if you're holding somebody accountable, to do the wrong things, then they don't get any results, and then they're not very happy. They don't necessarily stay. So really, it's the knowledge is really critical. The system, the processes that are in place are absolutely critical. And then learning, I've been doing this now 14 and a half years. So learning what is someone's limit. Like, if they can't make 3 phone calls, you certainly can't expect them to make 10 a day. And so you got to help them just get those first 3 done. Then they can get to 5, and then it's a process. And just helping people grow. It's really about helping people grow and become better at what they're doing.
So for business owners listening and they're looking for someone to help them with accountability, they're looking for someone, if I've got this right, they're looking for somebody who's got the knowledge. What else should they, to interview someone to help them hold them accountable? What else are they looking for?
So I say, wisdom, right? So wisdom is not just knowledge, but also experience. So somebody that has the wisdom. So they have systems, they have processes, they've been doing it for a while, they really know their stuff. So that'd be one of the things. Really, really important. As I was evaluating ActionCOACH, I was totally comparing ActionCOACH to all the other programs that were out there. And honestly, it was like, well, is the biggest the best? Is the one that has the most content the best? And after a lot of analysis and even paralysis, I was like, yeah, I don't want to run out of things for my clients to be doing to help them be more successful. And I didn't find anything even that scratched the surface like our franchise really thoroughly does. And then constantly coming up with new things. And, when I started, there was no social media, kind of funny, barely existed. And so now, of course, there's lots of social media. There's a lot of understanding it, how to do things such as podcasts. They did not exist 14 years ago when I started this. There was barely, videos. There's barely YouTube. Facebook was just now coming alive. So, have to stay fresh, have to keep learning the different things that are coming out. And, we have to be the ones that keep gathering that data. And so gathering those systems, and a franchise allows that to happen. And franchise's job to keep coming up with the new cool things. And our job is to learn them and then teach them to our clients.
What's your favorite business book?
Favorite business book is the one I wrote, Business Blind Spots.
Business Blind Spots. Great. Love it. Good plug there. Great book, by the way. Number 2, who's been the best mentor or coach for you?
Best mentor, absolutely Brad Sugars. His wisdom, right? The knowledge and experience is unmeasurable. It's unbelievable. And so definitely the best coach mentor I've ever seen or had.
Hats off to you for committing to your learning by listening to this podcast. And if you'd like some help implementing some of these strategies, then click the link in the description to find your local action coach. They can help you put these strategies into action and take your business and your life to the next level. In the meantime, like and subscribe so that you're the first to get our next episode. We'll see you soon.